Hey sis, thank you for clicking on to my channel and spending a little bit of your tea time with your girl today. We're going to talk about Proverbs 5, but before we get into Proverbs 5, I just want to kind of set you up what the chapter, what I received from the chapter, and hopefully that will enlighten you. Two wrongs don't make it right. That's what I was getting. Two wrongs definitely don't make it right. Your man is out there, you're struggling. Things you've come to a hard rock. You've hit a hard rock in your marriage right now. And he's not listening. And you don't know what to do, and no matter what you've done and how patient you've been, it's not working. You've prayed and you asked God to fix the situation, but it doesn't seem like God is answering you quick enough, because he's gotten worse in whatever he's doing. Whatever has got his attention is causing the distraction in your home. Somewhere in there you saying, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Is that you? Let me tell you something. Whatever your energy is, you will go out and you will definitely attract what you're looking for. And that's trouble. If you go looking for trouble, you will definitely find it. Going outside your comfort zone, outside of your home, to try to get your husband's attention will only create a chaotic mess in your situation, in your life. Everything will be in a disarray. So I want you to know, whatever it is that you're struggling with, go to God. Go to the one that created him. Tell him about it. Let him fix it. He may not come when we want him, but guess what? He's always on time. When I was struggling in my situation with my husband and I was ready to go, my little girl was little. She was a baby. And I left. But it was, in my situation, I was only gone for a few hours when when my daughter was uncomfortable. And once I hit the door, God showed me why I couldn't leave. And he didn't give me the permission to leave. And I stayed. So I learned how to deal with my situation, and everything that I was going through in my marriage I learned how to pray, and I learned how to get closer to God. Two wrongs don't make it right, sis. Lean not to your own understanding, but in everything you're going to acknowledge God and whatever it is that you're struggling with right now in your situation. And at the end, when God show you what it is that you needed to know, because it's really to build you. That's who he's working on. He's building you, and you're going to come out like gold, and your family is still going to be intact. So don't bring someone else's energy into your situation, because that is definitely going to make it more chaotic, and you will not get the results that you were looking for. Okay? If you like the content in the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you know a sister that's going through right now, please share the video. Let's keep another sister lifted. All right? Take care, and now on to our topic, Proverbs 5. Two wrongs definitely won't make it right. Take care. I'm going to read to you Proverbs 5. Today is April 5th. So this is how I get up, and this is how I start my day off, by reading. So Proverb 5, in my own voice, it says, my children, attend to the wisdom that I'm giving you. Bow down your ears and get what I'm trying to tell you. You can follow me. Pick it up. You can follow me, and you're going to probably say, that's not what it says, but I'm interpreting to you how he is giving it to me. Okay? So bow down your ear and get the understanding that I'm trying to give you, that you may regard the discretion of the lips that keep my knowledge, that may keep knowledge. So don't talk so much. Learn how to listen, and he'll talk to you. For the lips of strange people, it says strange women, but from the lips of strange people, men or women, it doesn't matter, drop as a honeycomb. It may sound sweet and it sound good, but when people are coming to deceive you and fool you, and if you're not on your game, this is what happened. They come with a sharp tongue. Their mouth is smoother than oil. They got game. They got game, girl. And they coming with it. And they got their eyes set on you. But at the end is as bitter as a wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. They feet go down to death, and they steps take hold on to hell. They don't have nothing good for you. Let you should ponder the path of their life, and their ways are movable, and you don't know them. So they don't have no particular place where they just in and out. They don't really have no place to go. It's just wherever they at. They looking for some trouble to get into. And they set their eyes on you. Hear me now, children, and depart not from the words when God is trying to talk to you, but you listening to everything else and you're not listening to what he's saying. He said, depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove the way far from them and come not to their door. Don't go looking for trouble. Lest thou give them honor unto others, thy ears will be cruel. Listening to the wrong people, commingling yourself with the wrong company. Nothing good comes out of that. Let strangers be filled with wealth. They promise you good things, and they labor be in the house of a stranger. And they mourn at the last when the flesh and the body is consumed. They mourn because they put all of their thoughts, wants, and desires in not ever thinking that death won't come to them. And when it does, it sweeps them off their feet, and sometimes it takes them out. So they're consumed with it. And say how I've hated instructions. When you don't listen, because you thought you knew it all, this is what happened. It says, and this is 13, they didn't obey the voice of my teachers. People was trying, God sent people to you, but if you don't listen to the instructions and you ignore them, then destruction finds you. You messing with the wrong people. You're not listening when God is trying to talk to you. And the people, probably your grandmother, probably someone that you know that you should have listened to, but you didn't. And have you ever noticed when people pass away and you got that one relative and they just act all out in the funeral? Them the ones who didn't listen. So God is saying here that listen when I'm trying to talk to you, and I'm going to send somebody who knows me that's going to give you the message. Listen, pay attention. Says, I was almost in an evil midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters from your own cistern and running water. Eat from your own house. Don't eat everything that somebody put in front of you. What you got is good, and it's good enough. Learn how to be satisfied with what's in front of you. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad and rivers of waters in the street. Let them be only thy own. That's what I was just saying. And not a stranger's with thee. Let the fountain be blessed and rejoice with the husband of your youth. It says wife, but I'm saying your husband, your man. Be happy with who God gave you. And another thing, what is not, if it ain't working, trust that God can. You know what I learned when I was married to Mike? It was a lot of times that I wanted to leave. It was a lot of times that I wanted to leave. And I tried leaving too. And my daughter, she could have been about 10 months old. And I tried leaving. And when we went to my sister's house and I laid down with my daughter, but she was antsy. She kept fighting and she didn't want to be there. So I got up. I told my sister, I got to go home. So I had to go home. But when I walked in the door, God told me, I didn't tell you to leave. I didn't tell you to leave. So I made up in my mind at that very moment, that was in 95, that I wouldn't leave again until God opened up that door. So whatever I needed to go through and whatever I needed to get, he was going to give it to me. So it says, let your fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife, the husband that you join with. Let them be as loving and pleasant in a pleasant role. Let who they are satisfy you at all times, and be ravished always within the love. And will thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman? Well, I'm saying that to you, sis, girlfriend. When the men don't do what they're supposed to do, it's easy to turn around and say, we're going to do what they do. And we're going to go out there and we're going to get us a man. If he can cheat, I could cheat. But that's not what you built for. That's not what God put you here for. God gave you something greater than that. And just because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, don't mean that you turn around and do the same thing. Know that God can turn that thing around and he can make that husband obey like he's supposed to. You be as sweet as pie and you be what God has called you to be. And he'll either fix that situation or he'll remove that situation. Remember that. So, no need for you to have to commingle and go and lay your body down with someone else. Because let me tell you this. When you do that, you bring that spirit that you laid with, you bring it back into your house. And that brings on confusion in your bedroom. That's keeping it 100 with you. That will bring confusion. So it says, don't be in the bosom of a stranger. Don't assemble yourself with somebody. You don't know what the outcome is. It'll tear your house up. For the ways of them are before the eyes of God, and he ponders all of the going. So this is what I'm telling you. Doesn't matter. God sees all, and he got your back. In their own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and they will be holden with the cords of their sin. They will die without instructions because they didn't obey. In the greatness of their folly, they will go astray. This is Proverbs 5, telling you how important it is that you Learn to listen. Get the instructions. When God sends someone your way, and you know it's from God, but you're stubborn and you want to do it your way, and you want to rock and roll with people, assemble yourself with people that don't have your back, don't have nothing good, no good intentions for you, but you want to do it your way. He gives you a husband. He gave you a man. He assembles somebody to you, or however you guys got together, but it's not working. The sex ain't working. He ain't working. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing for you like he's supposed to. So you get in your head that you're going to go and you're going to put yourself with somebody else. And in doing so, you bring more disruption in your house, in your bed, in your livelihood. Now it's hard for you and your man to get it together, because what end up happening is you like it. You like what this other man is doing for you, how he's pleasing you. But what is it doing? But you're still praying for God to fix your marriage and fix your husband. But you have went out and you stepped out, and now you've brought you brought another spirit in your bedroom. That ain't how God gonna work that out for you, because you're gonna keep on going back. And out of nowhere, you could lose your man because you didn't see it coming. And now what? Be conscious. God sees all. He says it. I see everything. But you in a hurry because you want it right now. Be patient, sis. God got you. All right? It's not, Rome wasn't built in a day. Big Mama said that. Rome wasn't built in a day. But keep you. Learn how to build you up. Get in your word. The message is there. What God, and he'll fix it. And if it's not fixed, which is still fixed, if it's not fixed, he'll remove it. Then you're free to go and do you. But until then, you got to be obedient. And you got to be who you're supposed to be in that bedroom and in that house. And not get distracted, because that's what it is. It's a distraction that comes, and you can't fix distractions because you're distracted and you like it. And eventually, there's nothing good in that distraction. It'll tear your whole situation up. Be patient. He got you. All right? This your girl, Charlie, and I want to say thank you for spending this Sunday morning with me. And we just read Proverbs 5. You read it for yourself and tell me, what did you get from it? It may be something totally than what I just said, and that's okay. But I'm reading you the word from my perspective. All right? Let's chat. Let's talk about it. And let's do that. This is my morning vlog talking about Proverbs 5. Pay attention to the instructions when God is talking. All right? I'll talk to you in a little while. Probably later on today. I'll get back. Have a great one.